Well, now to a bitter political showdown in New York.
That's right. Western New York Republicans Chris Collins and Tom Reed, they cast some key votes this week to approve a House budget blueprint. Now, that's going to set the stage for the GOP tax reform plan. And those votes infuriated Governor Andrew Cuomo today, who tweeted that the two Republicans, quote, put their party over their constituents. Collins, however, and Reed both had some pretty strong responses today. Collins tweeted, "Only in King Andy's world is fighting for lower taxes treasonous." Reed called the governor, quote, a hypocrite. If you're watching this all play out on Twitter, you might be wondering what exactly they're arguing about. Well, 2 Side's Danny Spiewak is digging deeper into all of this for us tonight. Danny?
Scott and Mary Alice, they're arguing about the GOP proposal to eliminate state and local tax deductions. Democrats and even some Republicans say that could really hurt high-tax states like New York. But Reed and Collins say they think they have their voters' best interest in mind.
We traveled down Route 5 to meet Congressman Chris Collins after a news conference in Hamburg. He was confident that the GOP tax plan helps his district.
This is going to unleash economic development, the job creation growth engine that we need.
Collins and Congressman Reed like the idea of a simpler tax code and lower taxes for small businesses and corporations. But to pay for those tax cuts, Republicans are proposing to create new government revenue by eliminating the state and local tax deduction, or SALT. The governor says getting rid of SALT would cost families hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year in high-tax states like New York.
Their own logic says this is a terrible, terrible idea.
7 Republican members of the House and New York's delegation voted against the budget plan for this very reason, but not Reed or Collins.
Does that scare you at all that 7 other Republicans in this state felt that they shouldn't vote for this?
Well, there's a sign in my office, "In God we trust, all others bring data." I do my own tax return.
And by that, he means he likes the numbers. He likes the fact that the GOP plan would double the standard deduction to $24,000 for families. And he even thinks most taxpayers in his district would have no need for itemized deductions like state and local taxes.
This is the nuance that I think's been missed by many of my fellow Republicans and others. The new standard deduction is $24,000.
The state comptroller, however, issued a report saying this claim would ignore the impact of other proposed changes. The proposed elimination of existing personal exemptions could offset the higher deduction, resulting in only modest savings or, for some, a higher tax bill.
No one can argue that this proposal helps the state in any way.
Congressman Collins did say he's hopeful a compromise can be reached on the state and local deductions. He means by that maybe some of people at a certain income level could keep utilizing it if they can come to some kind of agreement. Now, these discussions are not final in Washington, of course, but the House's approval this week was a huge step forward for Republicans who can now pass with a simple majority in the Senate. Danny Spiewak, Channel 2 News.